Well, are you feeling stuck in your job? Maybe you're worried about getting laid off, or you're in the middle of quiet quitting.
Whatever it is, people are feeling a lot of instability at work, and that can create a host of emotions for different people. Now, our next guest says now is actually the perfect time to get ahead, and he's here to help you plot your next big career move.
That's right. Jason Feifer is the editor-in-chief of Entrepreneur Magazine and author of the new book, Build for Tomorrow, an action plan for embracing change, adapting fast, and future-proofing your career. First of all, I met you through a screen in 2020,
yes.
and now you're here in the flesh.
That's nice to have. Finally, these things are happening.
So excited. You guys are real people.
Real people.
Imagine
The first
that.
thing I asked him is, are you kin to Michelle? And you said...
I'm not, but Michelle and I have talked about it, which is my greatest brag.
I'd be thrilled with that. Take that and run.
You brought the book with you.
Yes.
You say this book is about change. Not all of us
Are good at it.
embrace, right?
Or feel comfortable with it.
So tell us about this. Why embrace change?
Sure, because I have studied how people go through change, how the most successful people navigate change. I found that everybody goes through it in the same 4 phases. Panic, probably familiar, yes. And then adaptation, new normal, and wouldn't go back. That moment where you can say, I have something so new and valuable that I wouldn't go back to a time before I had it. And I wondered, how are incredibly successful people who are good at navigating those 4 phases, because everyone goes through them.
Right.
But some people go through them faster than others. How are they good at it? And I found one of the most important things is that most people equate change with loss. So you have some kind of change, and you immediately say, oh, this thing that I was familiar with and comfortable with, I'm going to lose it. And then because I lose it, I'm going to lose this other thing. And then I'm going to lose this other thing. And then we have panic. So we have to be able to see gain instead.
See, my 4 phases were panic.
Panic.
But the idea of quiet quitting, that's been a hot topic. And I'm a little perplexed. Quiet quitting.
Right.
What
Explain
is
this.
it exactly?
I hate it. I hate it so much.
I'm glad. It sounds like something I would hate.
Yeah, no, we need to loudly quit, quiet quitting. We're done with it. So it is a phrase that generally means people withdrawing from work, just kind of giving up but still showing up.
Okay.
And the reason I don't like it is because we're talking about this thing as if it's brand new. You know, we have this problem where if something has a new name, we treat it like it's new. Like in 2013 when the word selfie was new and everybody said, oh, people are taking photos of themselves for the first time.
Right, exactly. They were doing that in the 70s with a Polaroid.
They were doing that in the 1800s.
God bless.
It was a little harder.
A little awkward.
Yeah, it was a bigger camera
bigger,
at the time. And so what we have now is this moment where we're talking about this as if it's new, and we're blaming the people who are quiet quitting, who are just withdrawing and giving up at work. But what we really should be doing is having a conversation about what's driving people to do that. McKinsey ran a really interesting study where they asked people why they have quit their previous job. The #1 reason wasn't money. It was lack of career development and advancement. So people are not seeing the pathway forward when they're showing up at work.
They get into their position and they're like, how am I going to get to that person's position?
And if you don't give people something to work towards, why are they going to work?
Yeah, they lose their sense of relevance almost where they're in their environment.
Yeah. So what should people do if they are in that position and there is no career development or path? How do you retain folks? How do you really set a goal if you're in the thing? But you're like, what am I doing in the thing?
Right. What are you doing? So first of all, if you're at a job and you like it, but you're feeling lost, have a very frank conversation with your boss about what the path forward looks like. What does career advancement look like? But I think that everybody, regardless of what position you're in, everybody who's watching this right now should work their next job while at their current job. What does that mean? So think about this like this. In front of you right now, in front of all of us, we have 2 sets of opportunities. Opportunity set A, opportunity set B. Opportunity set A, everything that's asked of you. You show up at work, you got a boss, your boss wants you to do things, you got to do those, that's opportunity set A, do a good job. Opportunity set B, everything that's available to you, nobody's asking you to do it. So maybe that's at work where you join a new team, have a new responsibility, or it's something outside of work. You take a class, learn a new skill. You like podcasts, start a podcast. What I'm saying here is that opportunity set B, the things that nobody's asking you to do, always more important.
No one asked you to write a book.
Nobody asked me to write a book.
Entrepreneur Magazine, but you were like, I'm going to write a book.
And yet here I am. Because if you only focus on the things that are asked of you, you will only be qualified to do the things you're already doing.
See, Jason practices what he preaches. That's what I like. That's how you get it done.
Go get
Jason,
it.
Yep.
Build
is.
for tomorrow. Jason Feifer, no relation to Michelle, but they
No,
have spoken.
We have spoken.
All kidding aside, thank you. You
Thanks so
are
much,
a
Jason.
font of fantastic information, and we appreciate it.
I am so happy to be here in person.
It's fantastic. Will you come back again?
Of course.
You lead a busy life, but hopefully you'll
Oh,
come back again.
never too busy for you.
This book will help a lot of people, I'm sure, though.
Thank you.
For more information on Jason's book, Build for Tomorrow, head over to his website at jasonfeifer.com.